What's going on, y'all? 75Junction, it's your boy Sherm. I'm here with a very special guest today. Today we got Rico, aka FiveFilmsMedia, in the building. What's going on, brother? How you feeling?
What's up, bro? How you doing? Good.
I'm good, man. I'm good. I can't complain. So for those who don't know you, man, can you tell us who you are, what you do?
Rico Jarvis. Born in Newport News, Virginia. I'm a sports photographer around the area. I like to do everything as far as photography, not just sports photography, but that's my main niche is sports photography. So
Okay.
I've been doing it for past 3 years. 3 years. Very blessed and grateful to be where I'm at today.
Absolutely, man. And in 3 years, I mean, you've got over 10,000 followers on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? You got Allen Iverson following you. You've taken pictures of LeBron James Jr., Dwayne Wade, Allen Iverson himself, I mean, numerous other professional athletes. So, I mean, just to get to that point in only 3 years, that's phenomenal.
Definitely.
So what do you attest your success to?
Bro, honestly, just sticking with it, bro. Sticking with it. I mean, I would honestly say a lot of people get into photography for the wrong reasons.
Absolutely.
But it's just the wrong reasons. And you feel like you give up when you don't know what's really your true passion. Honestly,
Right.
that was the thing for me. I used to play basketball, so it was like after basketball, I knew the ball was gonna stop dribbling. So pretty much it's like I really had to find a way to stick around what I love without actually playing it anymore, which was basketball. So
Okay.
one thing led to another. Got a camera, just started taking pictures of my old high school game. I mean, at my old high school pretty much. So the players loved it. One thing led to another. An AAU coach saw me. I used to work with the AAU coach. He saw me with my camera one day at work. And pretty much he was like, well, you do photography and videography? I'm like, yeah. So I do. I was just starting out, 2016. Yeah, 2016 maybe. And basically he introduced me to the whole Boo Williams organization, pretty much.
Nice.
And from there, I just went on the road with them, traveled with them, did some work for them. Then later on that year, I started working with Hampton University. So I went from pretty much high school to AAU to a Division I college within 1 year.
Nice.
So from there, it was just like the only way is up from here, pretty much. So.
Right. Okay, damn, that's crazy, man. So you went from high school to AAU to college. Now you did a Peach Camp a little bit ago, right?
Peach Jam. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
yeah. So let's talk a little bit about Peach Camp and how that got set up.
Peach Jam. I've been doing Peach Jam for about 2 years now.
Okay.
Two maybe 3 years now. It's pretty much the top of the line athletes, bro. Top of the line athletes. Different areas of the world, high level competition. You never know what might happen. That's what all the college coaches are. You might see liable see anybody there.
Right.
Any NBA superstars, legends, anybody.
Okay, damn. So how did you get involved in that one? Like,
Pretty much working with Boo Williams.
Okay.
Like I said, one thing led to another over the time. They trust me. Pretty much, yeah. They trust me with the organization. They trust me with the work I produce. So,
okay, I got you. So let's talk technology real quick. So in regards to technology, what camera did you start off using, and where you at now?
okay, so I started off using a Canon T3i. I bought it for around $300.
Okay.
$300. Didn't really know how to use it, to be honest with you. Took nights and nights of just dedication, just working, trial and error, pretty much. So I'm self-taught, pretty much. A lot of people ask me, like, did I go to school for this? Or who taught me this? Or I just basically learned by myself, like trial and error, overnight, all day, all night, pretty much, and just put it to use, pretty much. But I pretty much went from a Canon T3i. I feel like I needed an upgrade after a year, and I got a Canon 6D.
Nice.
Used that for the past 2.5 years. Yeah, basically 2 years, pretty much. I just actually upgraded to a Canon 6D Mark II a couple months ago, and I love it.
Nice.
I love it. Yeah, but overall, I definitely need to get a 1DX. Just for the overall, just picture quality, man.
Yeah, take it to the next level.
Yeah, the highest level. You can't be matched.
Awesome, man. That's dope. That's dope. Now, why Canon? Did you just choose Canon because like that was just what was available at the time, or did you like do like any searching between
Yeah,
like
definitely,
Canon, Sony,
definitely did
Nikon?
a lot of research. Went on websites, did compare and contrast, pretty much just comparing everything, pretty much to fit my needs and what I wanted to do. So that's how I made my decision.
Okay, that's dope. And yeah, and like you said, you're self-taught, and you know that's why I tell a lot of people when you want to do something and you don't really know anybody that does it. I mean, there's YouTube, there's Google. I mean, there's so many resources out there. You know what I'm saying? With a wealth of information that can help you develop your skills and get to that next level where you can actually be good at what you do. You know what I'm saying? And then, like you said, trial and error. You know, practice makes perfect. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand that. And, you know, that's for anything. That's for sports. That's for you know, photography, videography, music, anything. You know, you got to practice your craft to get good at it, man.
Definitely.
So how many hours would you say, or how much time would you put into to practicing, man?
A lot, bro. I can't even count it. I can't even count it, bro. It's been nights where like I've stayed up to about 3-4 in the morning, just working, trying different things. Like I don't sleep that much because like my mind is always racing to. I need to just be on the next level, not even be on the next level, but better myself and what I want to do. Like I'm at a standpoint where it's like, okay, I'm cool. I've done this, I've done that. Now how can I take it to the next level? So it's really just I'm never satisfied with it, honestly.
I got you.
Just keep going.
Okay, I got you. Now do you chalk some of that up to your background in basketball too, as far as like, you know, when you play basketball as a player, you know, you go through drills, you have to practice, you have to do drills over and over again, and initially it might seem like, damn, why do I have to keep doing this? But it's because you got to get that fundamental muscle memory impacted into you. So do you attest that success with the camera work to your background in basketball?
Definitely, without a doubt, bro. And it's mainly because when you play sports, even like specifically basketball, you meet a lot of different people just from sports, period. And you actually meet lifelong friends from sports, like lifelong friends, people you will never lose contact with from sports, pretty much. So it's like you're playing basketball. A lot of people don't think about, well, what am I going to do after this? Yeah. Especially because the percentage of going to the NBA is so small. Right. You got to find pretty much something that you love to do. So.
Okay. Now, is that kind of like what happened with your situation as far as basketball is concerned? Like, why did you stray away from playing basketball and went more into the photography portion of it?
Well, I mean, that's a great question, bro. Because so after high school, I honestly didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know my purpose. Didn't know what I wanted to do at all.
A lot of people had that issue.
Yeah, for sure. I was actually supposed to go in the Air Force.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was supposed to go into the Air Force.
I'm Air Force now, part-time.
Okay.
Yeah. Air National Guard, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, my best friend's actually in the Air Force now. He's stationed in Hawaii.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good spot to be.
Definitely. So, pretty much, I took my test. I was supposed to take I think it was the last test I was supposed to take. I can't remember exactly, but they ended up losing my paperwork. Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but yeah, they ended up losing my paperwork. So from there, it was like I had a decision to make. So pretty much I was going to go through the whole process again, or I was going to just pretty much take a bet on myself. Okay. On what I wanted to do, which was photography. But I'm like, okay, cool. Financially, I'll be well off, but would I be happy? Right. And that's the main thing. That's the main thing I was looking for. So it was like, I'm all in. Okay. I'm all in, bro.
Yeah, man. And that's good that you say that, because a lot of people look at it for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? Looking at it for the money and stuff like that. When in actuality, though, a lot of photographers don't make a lot of money. Oh, yeah. Like, because it takes a long time for you to build your portfolio, for you to get a good following, for you to actually have people that want to shoot with you. You know what I'm saying? You have to do some out-of-the-box stuff. And it's very difficult to do that when a lot of stuff's already been done. You know what I'm saying? So photographers, one, they don't make a lot of money. And two, even if you were to make a lot of money, you know what I'm saying, you got to be happy doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because all money ain't good money. You know what I'm saying? If you're not happy doing it, what's the point? No point. Right. No point. Exactly. There's no point in doing it, man. So doing your sports photography, man, what's some of the challenges that you faced, and what do you feel like was the hardest thing for you to overcome as a photographer?
Okay, so mainly, at first it was trying different sports because
Okay.
I was, like I said, I was mainly doing basketball. Then I tried a volleyball game one time, and it was like very difficult. I've never done that before, so it was like it's something that I could get used to, but just going into it, it was like
Okay.
it was kind of difficult.
Now, is that because like basketball, you've been around basketball your whole life pretty
Right.
much. You know what
Right.
spots to be in, where to be at, what's gonna happen
Exactly.
at the rim. You know what I'm saying? When someone's driving, you like, okay, I can get a good shot at this angle. You know what I'm saying? Whereas volleyball, it's kind of like unknown, uncharted territory. So you're like, I don't know where to be at for the good shot.
Definitely.
You know?
Definitely.
Okay.
That's exactly what it is, bro. That's exactly what it is. You don't really, like basketball and football, you know what's going to happen or what can happen. With volleyball or say soccer or any other sport that you're not pretty much used to, that's where it throws the curveball.
Okay.
So it's all about adapting, bro, honestly.
Okay, I got you. No, I had Andrew up here last week, and we did an interview, and we talking about, because he does some sports photography as well, and he was saying that he ran into some people throughout the course of photography where they felt like he owed them pictures, like they hit him up like, "Where's my pictures at?" Stuff like that. Have you experienced anything like that before?
I have
Okay.
a couple times. It was nothing too major, honestly. But owing, I would definitely say it wouldn't be. I wouldn't owe you anything.
Absolutely. Yeah.
First of all, if you never paid me for my work or requested to pay me for my work, or even it could be anything as far as just I'll post it and shout you out or anything like that. Some people, or even it's the fact of being grateful. Some people,
Right.
you can send them pictures. They don't even have to ask when you can send them pictures, and it'll be like, oh well, that's it, or that's all.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you see a lot of crazy stuff in this field, bro.
Yeah, I bet. 'Cause, I mean, a lot of kids, they're good players. You know what I'm saying? They get good, but with that, sometimes they develop a attitude or they lack humility. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And they feel like I said, like everybody owes them something. They're like, okay, well, I need special treatment. I need X, Y, Z because I'm doing this, that, and the third. And chances are, yeah, you could be good, but you still got to get through college. You still got to get to the
Sure.
NBA. You know what I'm saying? You're not there yet, so you still got to keep grinding.
For sure.
And not only that, but it could be all gone in an instant. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
God forbid
Definitely.
you get injured.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's always something you got to worry about when you're playing sports. Especially basketball. You know what I'm saying? If you mess up something, you mess up your ACL. You know what I'm saying? I mean, your ACL you can come back from that, but if you tear your Achilles or something like that, you know what I'm saying?
And it's still a possibility from that.
Yeah, and even so, you know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot be the same afterwards. So it's a dangerous game. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be humble every day. You know what I'm saying? Because every game could be your last.
For sure, definitely, bro.
Okay, man. Well, that's dope, man. So doing the sports photography, doing the videography, and I see you got in touch with Allen Iverson. You know what I'm saying? And growing up in Newport News and the 757 area, Allen Iverson, he's a staple around here. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Sure.
Like when you hear 757, you think Allen Iverson, obviously Pharrell, Pusha T, you think, Michael Vick, all those big people that came from this area. So how'd you link up with Allen Iverson, man, and what was that like?
Okay. So with that, pretty much, it's kind of a crazy story with that. So, I went to one of his. What was it? He had a camp, not really a camp, but it was like a all-star game, pretty much. It was an all-star game. So took some pictures of him there. Sent them to one of his right-hand men, pretty much. And he didn't post them. Like he didn't post them, anything like that. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, what am I gonna do next? Cool. So he had another event. Went there. Took some pictures of him. Send them to him. He ended up posting one of them, and I think I was at work at the time. And I'm just like, yo, wow, like I couldn't believe it, honestly. Like, I couldn't believe it. It was like 2 years ago, maybe 2.5 years ago. I'm like, I can't believe it. It's cool. Boom. Then he started working out for the Big Three. Yeah, the Big Three tournament. He had to work out there. So I hit one of his men up pretty much and was like, how can I get in this to, you know what I'm saying, shoot him while he's trying to practice, pretty much. And he just gave me the green light to go ahead. I went there, took some pictures of him, sent them to him, loved him. And but like before he left, I'm like, bro, you gotta post these. And he's like, yeah, I got you. So from there, I was like, yeah, I love your work. Dope. Like, dope. So from there, it was just like, okay, well, I got Allen Iverson. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what I put in this? It's only up from here, pretty much. So
absolutely. And from that point, how have you seen your success go up from that point forward?
A lot, bro. Definitely a lot. It's skyrocketed, mainly because, like I said, I grew up Newport News, downtown Newport News. I remember seeing this game. I remember seeing Allen Iverson come to the Boys and Girls Club in a Bentley.
Yeah.
At the age of, I may have been about 6 or 7, 8, 9, either one of those ages. So seeing that, and then comparing it to full circle of where I am now, being behind the scenes and capturing these moments for him and of him,
right,
is really just amazing, bro. Because you don't see a lot of that from here.
Absolutely,
you don't see a lot of that from here. So it's just a blessing, honestly, bro. Definitely a blessing.
Okay, man.
Especially the people I've met. I've worked with a lot of people from this area. NBA players, NFL players. Anybody you can name up. The only person I haven't worked with ever was Vic.
Okay.
It's the only person I've never worked with.
Okay, I got you. If you had the chance, would you?
Definitely. I've actually been reaching out to him, trying to work with him.
Okay.
It'll happen soon. So.
No, absolutely, man. That's dope. That's dope, man. Yeah, I mean, so pretty much any athletes that's coming through this area, you either have worked with or you'll have a chance to work with, because definitely. I mean, you got a good following around here. You know, you take really good pictures. You know what I'm saying? People actually like your work. So, you know, the work speaks for itself. So, I mean, the following and the athletes, that's all going to come with it. That's what's up, man. So, what's your favorite moment when you were taking pictures? Like, what was your favorite thing that you took pictures of, and why was that?
That's hard. That's hard. Well, I would say when I shot my first NBA game, which was last year, around November of last year. Okay. But it was like, once I did it, I was so ready. I was so ready for just like more and more and more of it. So it was like, I just had to pretty much pace myself. Like, okay, cool. But even behind the scenes stuff, that people will never see. Like some stuff I've recorded, people will never see. Some of the pictures, I have pictures I haven't even never showed anybody before. Pretty much, yeah. That's it, bro. It's like some stuff I wouldn't imagine. The stuff I do now, I wouldn't imagine doing it 2-3 years ago. If you would have asked me, like, well, would you have been a photographer? No. What? Photographer. Crazy thing about it was, believe it or not, I took a photography class in high school. Didn't pay attention in it at all. Damn. At all.
Man, that seems to be the trend with how life goes, man. Like the things you're least interested in at first, you just gravitate towards later in life. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what happened.
It's just like, you know, your favorite food. Like you used to eat whatever food so much when you was younger, and then now you hate it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want that. You know, I ain't messing with that. That's crazy though, man. Okay, so you said you shot the NBA. Which NBA game was it?
76ers versus the Jazz.
Nice. Okay.
Jazz. Yeah, it was Jimmy Butler's first home game after being traded.
Oh damn, that's crazy. Okay, that's what's up. What a game to shoot too, man. That's what's up. So who's your favorite NBA player?
My favorite NBA player, Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant. Okay.
Hands down.
I got you. And active players.
Active.
Who's your favorite?
I have a couple.
Okay.
I have a couple. So if I just had to name a few, I'd probably say Kevin Durant.
Definitely.
Damian Lillard.
Okay. Yeah. He's cold blooded, man.
Definitely. Love him. Somebody I'm missing. I know it's a couple people I'm missing. I love Donovan Mitchell.
Okay.
Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell's killing it.
Love him. There's probably like one more person I'm missing.
Okay. They're like a bigger player, like a superstar, or are they more so like coming out like a Jason Tatum?
I love Jason Tatum's game. Love him. He's gonna be a great player.
Yeah, especially practicing with Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Like he's starting to develop that mentality.
Kemba Walker.
Kemba Walker. Yeah, Kemba Walker. Yeah, man.
Yeah, UConn's my favorite basketball team as far as like college.
Okay, so, I got you. Okay, well, that's what's up. Yeah, man. I like Kemba a lot. Like I like his game. You know what I'm saying? It reminds me of Shit, honestly, like Kemba is like a mix of like Kyrie, which is good for the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't really lose a lot when they traded. Well, not traded, but when they attained Kemba in place of Kyrie. Like obviously Kyrie has better handles, but Kemba Walker can score, in my opinion, just as good as Kyrie can. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like their team structurally didn't change too much. Obviously, they lost Al Horford. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna take some defense away from them. But I think they'll be straight this season, man. Definitely. I think my favorite player is definitely Steph Curry. I like Steph Curry a lot. I saw you had a couple pictures of him too.
Yeah.
So what was that? What was that from?
That was from, he opened up a gym in Charlotte.
Okay.
He opened up a gym in Charlotte. I was there for that. I brought his whole family out for pretty much the presentation of the gym, pretty much.
Okay.
Big Under Armour program.
Yeah.
So that was very dope, bro. That was very dope.
Okay. Seeing a player like Steph Curry in person, man, like what is that like? Like y'all probably about the same height, right?
Yeah, he's about 6'3". Yeah,
okay.
I maybe got an inch on him. Probably,
okay, I got you.
I mean, I've been around like a lot of players, so it's like cool, but it's more so of catching the right moment, pretty much for me, catching the right moment. So what people don't realize is like photographers, we pretty much miss the big moments trying to catch the shot, catch the perfect shot.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I've seen one of the photographers I follow. He's a photographer for the Jets. No, now he used to be a photographer for Jets. He works with the Panthers now, Brandon Todd.
Okay.
So he pretty much tweeted that one day, and it stuck with me. I'm like, yeah, that's very true, bro. Like, we missed the biggest moments trying to catch the right shot.
That makes sense, man. Now, do you feel like some of that is contributed to, like, if you're taking a picture of somebody with such a high level of stardom, do you feel like it's, possibly they're awestruck a little bit, and they're like, damn, I can't believe I'm doing this, and they like will overthink it and miss it as a result of it?
I would say yes and no, because it's like you have to really lock in, bro. Like depending on the situation, you have to really lock in. So you don't even have time to just think about, it's, you know what I'm saying, like, it's Steph or it's AI or it's, you just gotta lock in. And
okay, I got you.
That's that.
Okay, word. So somebody that wants to get into doing sports photography, what would you advise them to do? Like, what advice would you give them?
Pretty much, you got to make sure it's something that you really want to do in the first place. You can't just do it because you probably see other people doing it, or because you want to get close to a celebrity, because it's never going to pan out right. Honestly, like I said, you got to make sure it's something that you really want to do and your passion, pretty much. From there, go around. I mean, basically, pretty much get around the team with your local team and just. Talk to the coaches or whoever and see if they'll let you do just freelance work for them and just build your portfolio from there. And that's where it starts.
So networking is a big portion of it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Networking is number one. Networking, relationships, hand in hand.
Okay, I got you on that. I feel
so many. I've tried to meet at least 2 or 3 people anywhere I go.
Yeah,
anywhere I go, build a solid relationship. Because you never know what situation you might be in one day. Anywhere, you could be anywhere,
right?
Anywhere in the nation, and somebody else might be there that you've been in contact with, and you have a solid relationship with that person. So
yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying. I mean, skill and talent is very important, but it also boils down to who you know.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, who you know and who knows you. So,
absolutely, yeah, no, facts. Facts, absolutely, bro, absolutely, man. Now, speaking of passion, people have to be, obviously have to have a passion for it. They have to want to do it. A lot of people from what I've seen, they get caught up in the end goal. You know what I'm saying? They are caught up on the finish line, but they feel like the finish line is just what it is. They forget about the whole process getting to that point. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to fall in love with the process. Because sometimes, depending on what you're doing, it's a slow grind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you're never gonna do something and then overnight immediately just be fantastic. I mean, you might get lucky, but I mean, that's 1 in a million chance. For
sure. It's definitely a process, bro. Like I said, I've been doing this for 3 years. So first year doing it, I felt like, okay, I'm good, but how do I get even better? So I really had to just go back to square one and break it all down and relearn the stuff I taught myself pretty much. That's what it really came down to, is that it's definitely a process. Most definitely a process that you gotta go through. You're just not gonna go from here to here that quick. And if you do, who knows if you're gonna stay there?
Right.
But
exactly.
Like, yeah, it's definitely a process. It takes a lot of time, investments. That's the main thing. Investments.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
You gotta spend money to get it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've spent countless money on photography and traveling and just stuff I wasn't even getting paid for. Like, and that's another thing. Like, starting out, you're not gonna get paid for everything. You're not gonna get paid for everything. You definitely have to take chances.
Right.
Definitely gotta take risks.
Absolutely. Now, do you do the photography full time now, or do you also have a job outside of doing the photography?
To be honest with you, bro, a lot of people don't even know this. I have a full-time job.
Okay.
I have a full-time job. I work 40 hours a week. So, I mean, I'm actually looking into doing photography full time. That's my next step. But for right now, I have a full-time job, and any opportunity I have. As far as doing photography, I might have to take off work to do it, or weekends or whatever. I'm all in for it.
Okay, and that's good that you say that, because I feel like that's very important, and a lot of people overlook that a lot of people that chase their dreams already have obligations. They already have full-time jobs. They have bills just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And they have to put in extra work on top of having a full-time job, because that's one thing, you know. So I have a full-time job, you have a full-time job, but we still do what we enjoy doing and what we're passionate about, because we understand that you have to put in that work to get to the end goal.
Next level.
Yeah, and that's all a part of falling in love with the process and getting to that end point. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not about the end goal. I mean, it is about the end goal. Obviously, you want to get there, but the journey is just as important, because it's going to build character. It's going to build relationships. It's going to build connections. You know what I'm saying? It's going to help you as an individual at the end of the day.
Definitely.
And a lot of people miss that.
And a bigger thing about it is you definitely want to make sure you're surrounding yourself with the right people as well, from friends to family, because that can be very detrimental to your growth.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like, my friends, they support me. Like, I can't even, like, they support me. Anytime I felt like, oh, I don't want to do this, or they're right there. Right. They're right there. So
yeah, that's just as important, because it's it takes a mental toll too.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And when you got a good support group, they help alleviate that toll and that stress. You know what I'm saying? Because they're there to uplift you, they're there to help you out. You know what I'm saying? They have your best interests at heart. For sure. If you have the right friends, of course, they have your best interests at heart at the end of the day.
For sure.
Yeah, they definitely uplift you, man.
And they know the time you put in, or the work you've done, the stuff that people don't see, pretty much. So they know all of that. So they know how much you actually put into it in your craft. And like you said, bro, it's not gonna happen overnight. It's definitely not gonna happen overnight. Like so I'm blessed to encounter the things I've seen and been around, and I can't complain about it all, bro. But you definitely have to just lock in and embrace the process, honestly.
Absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about your business name, man. What made you come up with your business name, and what led up to that? Let's talk about that a little bit.
Okay, so it's a very funny story behind that. Especially when I tell it to people, they always laugh. So, in high school, right, playing basketball, my jersey number was 50.
Okay.
Right? My jersey number was 50. My favorite number was 5, pretty much. We didn't have a 5 because we only had even numbers. Okay. Pretty much. So, I used to change my my Instagram name to like Swap 5, pretty much. So people was like, well, why is your name Swap 5 and your jersey number is 50? I was like, the 0 is silent. Like, it was just a joke, pretty much. Yeah. So I tell people that, and then it's like, wait, what? So I pretty much wanted to make something that was everlasting and that was pretty much true to me. That's why I base everything off of things I've been through and I've encountered. Stuff like that, stuff is just true to me, honestly. And one thing led to another, and it's like, well, FiveFilmsMedia. Yeah. I just ran with it.
It's catchy though. I like it.
Yeah.
FiveFilmsMedia. I mean, it definitely has a ring to it. You know what I'm saying? When I saw it first, I was like, FiveFilmsMedia. Did he make 5 films? Like, what? I was like, what is it? But no, that's dope, man. I like the name. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's catchy, and that's, in my opinion, that's the hardest part of starting a business. To be honest, like, aside from starting, you know what I'm saying? The hardest part, in my opinion, is coming up with the name, because like you have to find something that's like that's catchy, that sticks, that
definitely
you know is going to be timeless, like you said. You know what I'm saying?
Timeless branding. That's what it's really about. How you brand yourself, how you put yourself out there. Yeah, bro. So
Okay,
I just
absolutely.
took it and it was ringing, so I just went on with it.
Okay, nice, man, nice. Well, all right, man. I don't want to take up too much of your time, so do you have anything that you want to add, like on a concluding note for the interview?
I thank you for having me, bro.
No, thanks for coming out, man. I appreciate you.
No problem. Anybody that wants to get in photography or does photography now, if you ever have any questions, don't be afraid to reach out to me at FiveFilmsMedia, Twitter, Instagram. Just DM me. I promise I'll respond. Because I've always been the type of person where it's like coming up, I felt like it was certain people I reach out to, they wouldn't respond, or they just leave me on scene or whatever. So coming up, even growing to where I am now, it's like I've always made a promise to myself where it's like I can never do that. I can never do that, because you never know who's gonna turn out to be who. Pretty much. So, and I'm always looking to help people. I love helping people, no matter if it's small things, big things. I just love helping people, bro. So reach out to me. Want to work, anything.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I was gonna ask you where can people find you, but you said you already put your handles out there. So it's FiveFilmsMedia on Instagram and Twitter.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you don't use Facebook?
I lost my Facebook password a long time ago.
I feel you, man. A lot of people kind of been straying away from Facebook, man. So yeah, I feel you on that, man. Well, you know, I definitely want to thank you for the opportunity. You know what I'm saying, to allow me to sit down and interview with you, man. You know, I always appreciate it anytime anybody is willing to go out their way and sit down and have a conversation with me. So thank you for that, man. Appreciate that.
Definitely, no problem, bro.
Absolutely,
nice meeting
you. No, absolutely. And you got anybody that you're mentoring now? Like, do you have anybody that's reached out that you're helping out?
I have a few people who reached out to me. Trying to, if I can remember his Instagram, man. But I mean, even so, if you see me out anywhere, if you recognize me, just talk to me, bro. Talk to me.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Okay, well, hey, everybody, make sure y'all go ahead and follow FiveFilmsMedia on all social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter. He's out here killing the game in photography. He's doing the sports photography thing, man. He's with AI. He's taking pictures of LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Steph Curry. I mean, you name it. And then the sky's the limit. You know what I'm saying? He's only got further to go from this point. So I appreciate you again, brother, for coming out, man. Thank you so much.
No problem. Appreciate you, bro.
Absolutely, man. All right, y'all. 75Junction out.